All right, man, I'm gonna just get straight to it. This video gonna be a little different, man. I just want everybody that's watching this video, give yourself a round of applause. Go ahead and pat yourself on the back. You officially won the Victim Olympics. You are the top victim. How does it feel to know that you finally, you did your due diligence, you stayed up all night, you did your research, and you figured out, you know what? The reason why I'm never gonna get hired is because I'm a woman, or because I'm a black man, a black woman, or a white short lady, or an old guy. All right, you figured out that your excuses are completely valid. You figured out that they actually did discriminate against you. Man, and I'm so glad my man Alex had dropped these jewels, because he kind of beat me to the punch. I had already, and I got proof of that too, but I had already had this planned out for y'all, man. I just didn't have enough time to go ahead and get it done. But listen, congrats. You spent all of your time proving that the world was so unfair. Now that you won, I just want to figure out, where do we go next? Okay? You proved that there was a lot of bias situations going on. You proved that you're never going to be good enough because of how you look, how you talk, how you walk, what kind of hair you got, and all of that. You proved everything. Now where do we go? Everybody's supposed to just move out the way and wallow around in sorrow and throw you a pity party because you're getting treated unfairly, huh? And by no means am I discounting the fact that there is a lot of bias situations going on. There is a lot of things going on in the judicial system and in the workforce and the corporate world. There's a lot of things where we're getting discriminated against. But this is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. And pay attention to this mentality. The reason why I'm so against it, if you haven't noticed, because all of that was sarcasm. The reason why I'm so against it is because what does it do for you going forward, and all of us going forward? What does it do for your peer? What does it do for your kids? What does it do for your mom, your dad, or any of your loved ones that you are going to sit here and wallow and feel sorry for yourself and give yourself all of these excuses so you can sleep good at night and not hurt your ego so bad? What does it do? This is the problem also. So let's just say we accept that and we figure out, hey, everybody is discriminating against us, because you are a short male, you're never going to be able to get this job. Because you are a white guy that likes to wear fitted caps, you're going to be looked at like this. So yeah, don't even try. That is the problem. That's the problem right there. It gives you an I'm not even going to try type of mentality. I am not going to try and be better or bigger than the stereotype. You got to figure out how to let that stereotypical situation actually work in your benefit, because you got an option to look at it in a negative way, or look at it like, you know what, I know that this obstacle is in front of me, but guess what, I am gonna be the guy with the dreads that's well spoken, that's able to articulate and convey and get my messages across in a respectful and professional manner. I am gonna be that guy that goes out and work harder than the rest of the people that look just like me. I am gonna be the one that walks into the restaurant and leaves a great tip. I am gonna be the one that raise great, outstanding members to society. I am gonna be that one. And I also want to tell you this, because the people that look like me particularly, and I'm about to get on our case, and I can do that because I look just like you. Look at me as if like I'm you in the future, right? Let me tell you why we're going down this slippery slope and why we've been losing for so long. It's because we are giving up, and you're playing the blame game, and you don't have any type of accountability. It's like you're saying that there is no way that there's other people in competition, no matter what they look like, what gender they are, that they could be better than me at what I'm doing. There's no way that they could have possibly hired this white guy named Tom over me because the white guy named Tom is just simply better than me or has a stronger work ethic. You're just discounting the fact, and this puts you in a box to where you cannot grow outside of yourself. You cannot grow because you're simply not giving yourself an option to grow. You're just relying on blaming other people, which puts the power in everybody else's hands but yours. And in the same sense, you want to speak so highly of yourself. Well, they treating me like I'm trash. Well, what if you are trash at what you do? What if you are garbage? All right, they not buying my stuff. Well, they not buying my wigs because it's a popularity contest. Okay, what if they are not buying your wigs because they look crunchy and dusty, and they can tell where you got them from? Okay, what if somebody is giving your business a hard time because you got poor customer service? Because you do have an attitude. What if that's why they don't want to shop with you? What if that's why you got fired? Because you brought your attitude into the workplace. What if that's why you can't get hired anywhere else? Because you don't have a lot of skill sets. You don't have a lot of valuable skill sets. You got to understand and look at it from a place of logic. If you don't do that, that's why I know that some of you guys don't have a business mentality. Because you don't understand. You don't get it. So let's just give another scenario, right? It was a book, and I can't quite remember the book that I was reading, but I think it had something to do with like the trading psychology and stuff like that, right? And it was just saying that, hey, your subconscious, like it stores things, and which it does. The power of your subconscious mind, it stores all kinds of things in the file cabinet back here, and we're running with our conscious minds. Like that's what what you can control and what you're thinking about. But then there's your subconscious, right? That's always running in the background. It's running like a background app. It's always running, and it remembers everything that you do. So just hear me out. So what if that older white guy that you ran into, right, and you look just like me, you look just like me. You ran into this older white guy, and he puts his, he locks his car door. Is that just saying that he just watched a lot of TV or whatever, or he just he's just racist, or do you see that as like he could be intimidated because maybe, just maybe. And I'm not taking off anybody that's racist or anything like that. So don't think that I'm saying that none of this exists. I understand that racism exists. I understand that all of this discrimination exists. But you just got to hear me out right here. Maybe he just had a bad experience or a few bad experiences, more often than not, with people that look just like me, that does have dreads, that does have tattoos, What if he had a bad experience and he's tensing up because he don't know what you're going to do? Maybe you was walking up so you can hurry up and open the door for him. Listen, I got that a lot. I open the door for people. When I'm out in public, I make sure I represent for the people that look like me. That's why I don't understand all this. I don't care about all this woke talk. I don't care about all this stuff, all these statuses that y'all posting. Y'all not really out here doing the work. Y'all not really out here doing the work that's going to all get us to the next level. Instead of you expanding your vocabulary, you want to sound ghetto. You want to sound like that. You choose to sound like that. So you can't get mad when people have bad experiences with people who talk just like you and they don't want to hire you for the job. They just don't feel like you just don't, move professionally enough. You can't get mad at that. You're choosing to do that. You're choosing to dumb yourself down. So you gotta go. Yes, we sometimes we are at a disadvantage. But think about it. People who beat the odds that are against them, they prevail, and they prevail hard. So you got an option. You're going to continue to be the victim and give yourself a pat on the back and just go through life full of mediocrity and not grow? Or are you going to pretty much pull yourself up by the bootstraps and actually understand, like, hey, yeah, I understand that other people may have messed you up and created this stereotype around people that look like me, but I'm going to be the one that changes everything for me and the people that come behind me that look just like me. So if you go out in public and you act ghetto and you act like, or you can't articulate because you don't want to pick up and read a book, how are they going to take us serious? If you are a black woman and you do have that, and you do operate with that attitude and you're quick to snap, all that snatching stuff, right? You click you know what I'm talking about. If you are that type of person, but then you get around different groups of men and women, and they're pretty much hesitant to even deal with you because of what you're displaying. You can't get mad. If you got bit by a dog when you are small, you're gonna have a negative image associated with dogs. It's simple. It's your subconscious. So understand, like give people the grace. Be more understanding, right? Be more understanding. We're not gonna sit here and act like people that look like me. Somebody right now that look exactly like me. They ready to take the rims off your damn car. They ready to line you up. They ready to rob you. They ready to shoot you. They ready to kill you. Let's be serious. And then on the other hand, like from a white person's perspective, okay, you can't get mad when you walk in and you are who you are, no harm, but you look like this uppity white guy, and we are hesitant to deal with you. It's because of the past experiences we've had, right? It's a learning thing. It's a learning thing. So if you touched the stove and it was hot and while it was on, you're gonna always remember to check and make sure that stove not on next time you touch it, right? That's a learning. It's a learning thing. So you getting mad at people you get mad at stereotypes is like getting mad at people for learning, basically. Okay. Let's just use a more extreme, just in case you full of it. I'm tired of these accountability guys. All right. Let's give you another scenario. All right, let me give you one. All right, so if a guy is on a sex offender list, you know where I'm going. You see what I'm saying? Would you let him around your kids based off what he's done in the past, or based off people that look exact, or this guy resembles a sex offender? He kind of talks like him. He kind of moves like him. You can't really figure it out, but aren't you gonna be more suspicious of that person? You gonna let your kids be around him, your daughter? No, you wouldn't. So stop it. Sometimes, and here's the thing that's really gonna kill us, because I'm more of an accountability person. I don't care if you black, yellow, purple, white. I don't care what you look like. I'm going off of character alone and the substance that you have, right? Your morality, values, all of that. That's how I determine whether you're a good human being or not. So everything is a case by case scenario. I'm not grouping people because I understand how this goes, but there is a certain category of people. There's only a few categories. And if you fit that, I'm going to put you in that. I'm going to say, have a nice day. Simple. So it's up to you. How are you doing if we are getting treated a certain type of way? Ask yourself, am I being that representation that I would want my other people to be treated like? Am I the one that's representing correctly when I step out the door? I need to be mindful, because everything that you do, it comes down and it affects me. So if you are a dreadhead that's watching this right now and you look like me and you got tattoos and you like to wear a little jewelry and whatever, make sure, and I'm dead serious, I'm not playing with you, make sure you think about the fact that you got kids, or you're gonna have kids, or you got a brother, or whatever. You got people that look just like us, and you're gonna set the tone for how you walk out and go out there and treat people and what you do in the world. Let's be serious. So if you want to change things, it starts as an individual. You can't change anything outside of it. You can't change anything outside of you can't change what you look like. You can't change what color skin you had. You can't change your height. You can't change your gender. But what you can change is an individual's mind, which keeps going and going and going and going and going. Because see, what happens is, if I got bit while I was a child by that dog, that one dog. And then somebody gave me exposure therapy, which forces me to encounter a bunch of different dogs. And over the past 20 years, I never got bitten again. Guess what happens? My perspective changes. Oh, that was just one bad dog. Dogs ain't really like that. I just had a bad experience. But if you go out here and you choose to just keep believing it, or you choose to keep acting a certain way towards a certain demographic like of people, you are going to set up, like you're going to set the tone for how your brother is going to get treated, your mom going to get treated, your sister, your niece, your nephew, your kids. You're going to set that. So you got to understand that you have a big responsibility. That's the only way we could rise up. And I don't want you to have that excuse of just feeling like, hey, nah, man, I ain't going to be persistent with getting that job because I'm black. Look at me. They ain't going to hire me. Stop. That's why you mediocre now. That's why you not good at marketing now. That's why you ain't good at sales now. That's why you ain't good at just having a business, period. That's why you're going to stay on that job until you die. This ain't for me, man. That's all that stuff. Blah, nah, man. I'm a black man. Blah, blah, blah. I'm broke now. I'm going to die broke. That's how it's going to be. You just giving yourself an excuse to be mediocre because you scared to jump out there. Let's be serious, bro. Because there's too many people out here having a way that look just like me and you. It's too many. Come on, stop it. It's too many women out here having motion that look just like you. Stop it. Stop. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. There's people that look drastically different. There's people that look like they fit a certain description. And as soon as they open their mouth and you're like, wow, this person is a totally different character than what I thought they were. So be that person, and it'll make you stand out more when you rise above the noise and be that different light. Make people go out and see you. If you got like a certain demographic of people that you fit, make sure you put on for those people that look just like you and talk just like you. Make sure you go and put on, because I already know like people are looking at me a certain way when I move around. They have no idea of like how I am, the things I know, and the knowledge I possess until I open my mouth. When I open my mouth, they're like, "Oh wow, oh I didn't know you knew that. I didn't know you knew that." I've been talking to bankers, business owners, all kind of people. Like they have no idea that I probably could have scaled their whole business from the ground up. They have no idea. So guess what? I also like that to some extent. It's always a question mark. When that guy talks, he stands out. Why? Because there was a stereotype there. But I'm not going to allow them to put me in a box. I'm not going to allow them to have all the power over me. Because guess what? Even if they do discriminate, and even if that was the case, and you was right, and you was the top victim, understand that there's somebody in the world that looks just like them that does not fit the stereotype that you have for them. And they will give you a shot. They will look after you. They will rock with you. So it's up to you. Be the victim. Hey, if you watch this whole video and you still want to be a victim, congratulations. You won. You won. My voice is cracking and all of that. But you won. Do what you got to do. Continue to be mediocre. I'm going to give you an air handshake. I'm out.